An Atlanta company promising to help black entrepreneurs open their own beauty supply shops leave them bankrupt instead. This is a good one for any of those out there trying to get into entrepreneurship. Y'all be careful. This is another scam out there. Potentially, we'll see. It's Ricky Rich with Black Primacy. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications.
This is supposed to store. Even though Pauline McLaurin signed the lease 10 months ago, the shelving sits unassembled on the floor and there are no products to sell.
Once you have all the product and all the inventory, they come out within 2-3 days, they build everything and they put everything how it should be displayed.
Paul McLaurin is referring to BSI, Beauty Supply Institute, a company headquartered here in Atlanta. The company promotes Black business ownership, making dreams a reality by helping clients get their store open from start to finish.
And just in case you all don't know, this is where a lot of scams start. They start with diving into areas that are not only growing, because I don't know if you all know that Black entrepreneurship, specifically Black women, are the fastest growing demographic in the U.S. And so there's a lot when you have something like that, that draws a lot of attention for scammers and finessers and people also trying, which I don't disagree with this segment of people, but you got people who want to, it's like the gold rush, the idea of the gold rush. So when the gold rush happened, you had people coming over to California to dig for gold, and then you had that one person that was thinking, I can't really find no gold here, but I do know what people need when they come over here. They need shovels and picks and stuff like that. So they formed their own business and got rich off of selling something like shovels, right? So that's what you kind of see when you start seeing these demographics. You start seeing, again, you see scams, you see finessers, and then you see people that come in and try and build something for that demographic to then go utilize, which it looks like that's what this company was intending to do. I don't think that they were intending to scam. I watch a lot of videos and TV series on scammers, and a lot of time it starts out with them trying to do it the right way, and then it gets out of hand. But it looks like they were trying to offer these potential black entrepreneurs a way to get into a space. And that's, be careful when you're out there is what I'm saying.
I can invest into this person that has all the knowledge, has all the connections.
But 3 years after McLaurin signed the contract, she is stuck paying rent on a store in Florida that is missing the actual products. And she is not alone. How many of you have spent more than $50,000 trying to get your store open? Absolutely everybody. 11 Alive Investigates talked with 10 other people from across the country that signed contracts with BSI. They too are waiting on their products.
Basically, their responses to everything is, I don't know.
They give like vague answers. Nobody knows anything.
The distributor is on back order.
After calling, sending an email, and a visit to each of BSI's Metro Atlanta locations, the company founder, Devin Robinson, agreed to talk with us. But we were only allowed to record the...
And he's black, too. So all skin folk ain't kinfolk. Again, not saying that he was out here trying to scam people, but, I'm sure that helped him gain the client. I mean, all the clients on that video were black, so... I'm sure that helped him gain the trust and, just the overall business from these people. It's it's sad, but we don't all we don't all do our people like this, but it happens, so be aware.
Audio of that conversation.
It is not all on us, and none of it is a nefarious act. Like it's business.
Robinson told us his company simply grew too fast for demand.
We had to implement new technology. We just had to do certain things to be able to handle certain scaling.
Robinson says it can take a year after a store is ready to get a team out to set it up with products. But these customers say that is too long.
I was borrowing money from right to left so I can keep my store. I was calling them every single day with tears, crying.
We're barely making it. I'm just being honest. We're barely making it.
We've exhausted everything with PSI.
We shared those frustrations with Robinson.
That is a very hurtful thing for me.
And for them.
Yeah.
McLaurin says it's incredibly hurtful to her.
It's been devastating. I mean, honestly, I'm trying to stay positive. I'm trying to stay happy because I have too many kids to not.
McLaurin says she has spent more than $125,000 to get her store open. About $50,000 of that for products that have yet to come.
I can't keep living like this. I need to know, am I going to have a store or am I not going to have a store?
Yeah, this one's actually kind of tough. I can't say that I feel like he intentionally scammed. I will say that I believe that there was some greed in there, just based on what the little information that he gave. He did say that the business basically expanded too quickly, which I've heard of that happening. You overpromise and underdeliver once you start getting too many customers that you can handle. But what typically that I see happen, I watch a lot of American Greed. That's an excellent show for those of you who just want to stay up to date with scams and the way people be finessing things. But that is a common thing that I see on that show. Is people start out, they got this product or this service that is fairly decent, and then business kind of takes off. They start seeing a whole lot of profit, and they don't move correctly. Once it gets to that point, things start falling apart, but they still getting the money and living the good life. And it comes off like a full on scam, but I personally don't think his intentions were to scam. And then on the other side, this is a prime example of why people, and I'm not saying any of these people are like this, but I'm sure there are a handful of people that signed up for this on the sole basis that it was going to be kind of an easy way to get started in business, an easy way to make money, and their heart really wasn't in it to begin with. And I think this is a prime example of why when you choose to go into entrepreneurship, you have to immediately set aside the monetary benefit that you gain and just look for and try and figure out a problem to solve, something that is close to your heart that you can grind it out for 5 or 10 years without making a dime. Okay. And learn the business, struggle, and you'll be able to last longer than, a year or 2 years struggling, because it's something that's true, near and dear to your heart. It's so much harder to make it in a business that you generally don't have a passion for. So much harder, especially when you're talking about building something like a beauty supply store, which is on every single corner, at least here in California. You can find a beauty supply store anywhere. So to build a profitable one is going to be, and you're talking in Atlanta, to build a profitable one is going to be, that's difficult. It has to be a passion. It cannot be some type of project that you're getting into just for the sake of making money. So let this be an example to really hone in on what it is that you want to do as an entrepreneur, entrepreneur, and really lock in. So, um, yeah, this was a good example. Be careful. Be diligent out there. Again, when it comes to picking stuff that you want to get into, just make sure it's something that's close to your heart, something that you can rock with for the next 5 to 10 years. All right. It's Ricky Rich with Black Primacy. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications.